Yo guys, AnimCap here. Today I'll continue recapping you the anime named Engage Kiss. Make sure to like and subscribe to help this video. Just when Ayano arrives, Sharon has to retreat, as the injured one Shuu is soon sent to the hospital by Kisara. When Ayano comes to visit Shuu, Kisara tells her their issues with Sharon in details. 3 years ago Shuu intended to investigate the truth of his parents' death with Kisara's demon power, so he decided to capture Kisara with Sharon, a member of the Starry Star Church. But Sharon's intention was to kill Kisara. In order to achieve her goal, Sharon intended to kill Shuu. Luckily he had already noticed her purpose, poisoning her when they were making out and then saving Kisara secretly. After signing a contract with Shuu, Kisara felt jealous about his intimate interactions with Sharon, so Kisara took away this memory. That's why Shuu is unaware of Sharon. After Kisara leaves, Shuu opens his eyes. It turns out that he was pretending to be asleep. Meanwhile, Sharon sneaks into a ship carrying goods. After defeating the guard, she sees a set of mecha equipment. Just then Kisara receives Sharon's message again, asking Kisara to meet her alone to end the feud between them. The police discover that Sharon has stolen one of the goods. Mikami guesses she probably stole a powerful weapon used to combat the demon according to the remaining demon bone. It is revealed that only with a weapon made from a same kind demon's organ will it be possible to defeat a strong demon. Meanwhile, Kisara comes to meet Sharon, who has put on the mecha equipment made of demon bones. The members of the Starry Sky Church have strong hatred towards the demons, so she shows no mercy to Kisara. Equipped with the weapon, Sharon causes serious injuries to Kisara. Just then Shuu arrives, asking Kisara to absorb his memory to fight against Sharon. But Kisara is still envious of Shuu and Ayano's intimate relationship, asking Shuu whether he just treats her as a tool for revenge. Shuu answers that he will never kiss a demon if it were not Kisara. They make out again. As Kisara absorbs Shu's memory, she gains strong power of fighting. Facing Kisara with such strong power, Sharon can't strike back. The police soon arrive and take over the case. When Shuu wakes up, he doesn't remember what happened at all. It turns out that Kisara played a trick again. She took away all his memory about Sharon so that she can monopolize Shuu. Meanwhile, the police ask about Sharon's purpose of coming to this city, and Sharon's words shock everyone. She reveals that there will be a strong demon coming to this city and the Starry Sky Church is here to stop this demon. Now Mikami is in Shu's home with others trying to figure out who leaked out the news of the police. Eventually they target the director of the police office because it is said that this director persists in wiping out the demons. As the director gives the orders in a distance and never shows up, they can't find more clues. Shuu then decides to talk to the imprisoned Sharon alone. Knowing that the demon will come to this city, Shuu wants to get more information from Sharon. But Sharon laughs at him because he forgets such important memories. She tells him that the seller they are investigating is just a puppet who sneaked into this city to cause the demon hazard. Out of no reason, Sharon reminds Shuu to pay attention to the places where the demon hazards happen. Meanwhile, Mikami is thinking over the case in his office. He seems to think of a clue, then looking through the information in his computer. With a frightened look, he immediately leaves to his car and calls Shuu, intending to tell Shuu what he has found. But when picking up the phone, Shuu hears a sound of a gunshot. He hurries to the scene only to find that Mikami was shot. Meanwhile, they notice someone nearby. With Kisara's strong power of demons, they capture him in a short time, who is unexpectedly Mayor's son Mikhail. It turns out that Mikhail is the mysterious director that never shows up. In order to convince Shuu that he is not the one who murdered Mikami, he takes Shuu and Kisara to the headquarters of the police office, where they can see the whole city through millions of monitoring equipment. By monitoring, Mikhail can not only prevent the demon hazard from happening but also send the police to stop the demon as it shows up. Simply said, Mikhail has the same purpose with Shuu and Mikami, which is to stop the demon hazard. The reason he appeared near Mikami is that he knows Mikami nearly gets to the truth of the demon hazard. Shuu decides to trust Mikhail this time. They intend to find the murderer through the monitoring equipment. After searching for a whole night, Shuu sees a shocking scene. When Mikami's funeral ends, Shuu and Morgan, Mikami's partner, are in a car. He asks Morgan a vital question. Does he's the murderer? It turns out that Sharon mentioned an essential point in the conversation with Shuu not long ago, that arsonists usually stays near the scene of a fire. Which reminds Shuu of a key point, that every time the demon appears, Morgan is always the first to arrive at the scene. Based on this speculation, he did a deeper investigation and finally finds that Morgan is actually a puppet of the demon. Morgan has always been in charge of demons' actions in this city. Mikami traced it, so he was murdered by Morgan. Shuu is very depressed. Morgan is the one who raised him up after he lost his parents, just like his father. He angrily questions Morgan who the demon really is. Morgan however says that he owed the demon a debt of gratitude that he can never repay even he sacrifices his life. Morgan then falls into silence. Shuu can't suppress his anger anymore, deciding to destroy the demon in front of him. Meanwhile, Morgan completes his transformation, turning into a terrifying demon with a muscular body. Before coming to Morgan, Shuu prepared for the means to deal with him. He released Sharon from prison and contacted a Yano family's exorcism company to assist in the battle. Finally, he asks Kisara to absorb his memories of Morgan, because he is afraid that his mercy will make him no match for Morgan. Although Morgan seems emotionless outwardly, he does not use his full strength when fighting Kisara. When passing Kisara, Morgan whispers to take care of Shuu. Just then he rushes towards Shu's gun and gives his life. After Kisara reads Morgan's memories, the truth finally emerges. Shu's parents and Morgan's family as well as Ayano's family were once very good friends. Shu's family and the Ayano's family had been secretly eliminating the demons that appeared in the city. Afterwards, because they were short-handed, Shu's parents invited Morgan to join the fight. However, Morgan's daughter suffered from a strange disease that could not be cured. When his daughter was about to die, the demon made Morgan his puppet on the condition of saving his daughter's life. And the demon turns to be Shu's mother, Sayuri. The reason she married Isamu was to have a child with a human, and that child was Shu's sister Canna. Being a hybrid, Canna is the medium between the contact and the demon, and she can summon the demon through her own body. Shuu is not Sayuri's own child. After achieving her goal, Sayuri intended to kill Isamu and Shuu, but Morgan could not bear it and took Shuu away. In the end, Shu's father detonated the explosives in the mine at the end of his life. Luckily, Shuu was saved by Morgan. But Morgan still became Sayuri's puppet. Afterwards, Kisara tells everyone the memories she has read. She conceals Sayuri's identity, saying that a woman killed Isamu and captured Canna. Just then, Sharon also shares her information that the Starry Sky Church has been tracing the identity of the demon. They find that 100 years ago, the woman Kisara mentioned appeared in various places around the world with various identities, and wherever she was, a large number of demons would show up. The reason why this city attracts demons is that there are mining resources which seems to have a strong attraction to demons. 12 years ago, Isamu came up with this theory, so he investigated in the mine but ended up with encountering the accident. Soon after, Kisara and Sharon have a private and confidential talk. The reason why Kisara hid the truth is that she doesn't want Shuu to get hurt. Sharon asks Kisara to show the locations of the demon hazards in the city, and after connecting the locations, a flowery pattern is formed which is consistent with the pattern formed by connecting the locations of the demon hazards around the world. It seems to be a ritual to summon demons, and the last location of the ritual is the mine. According to Sharon's investigation, the explosion 12 years ago caused Sayuri to temporarily disappear, while Morgan, causing many demon hazards all over the world in the following years, is to activate the demon portal in Canna's body to summon a large number of demons and Sayuri to this world. So now they must find Canna. Kisara finds the mine according to Morgan's memory, where they find Canna sealed. Sharon wants to kill Canna, but Shuu did so many things just to save his sister, so Kisara must stop Sharon. Then a battle breaks out between them. At the same time, Ayano also learns the news from her best friend Linhua, the deputy mayor. Rushing to the mine with Shuu, it turns out that it was the mayor who dominated the matter of Canna being sealed. Now Canna can't be unsealed, otherwise Sayuri will be released. For this reason, Mikhail decides to attack the mine with the space weapon. Just then, a huge palm rushes into the sky from Canna's body and stops the space weapon from destroying the mine. And the owner of this palm is Sayuri. When Sayuri and Kisara are having a battle, Shuu arrives and saves Kisara. Just then, a spear pierces Kisara, and the owner of this spear is Canna, who wakes up finally. When Kisara holds the spear in her hand, she reads the memories of Canna's childhood. She turns her head and sees Canna in a rage. Canna, in revenge, reads Kisara's memories through the spear backwards, including memories of Shu's flirtations with numerous women. Kisara questions Canna out of anger why she peeks at others' memories. As Kisara is about to slash at Canna, she stops when she thinks of the fact that Canna is Shu's sister. However, Canna shows no mercy. She attacks Kisara and knocks her down into the sea. Eventually, Mikhail manages to hit Canna with the space weapon. Canna falls into the sea, and then Kisara falls into a coma after being rescued. Sharon tells everyone in the ward that the Starry Sky Church classifies Canna as an S-rank demon and will send many members of the church to eliminate her in the future. Shuu is in the ward praying for Kisara to wake up. Feeling Shu's care, Kisara slowly opens her eyes. Since they are in a tough situation, Shuu asks Kisara to take away all his memories to fight. But when they kiss, Shuu senses that his memories do not disappear. Instead he gets more and more memories. It turns out that Kisara noticed Shuu being confused when he saw his sister Canna. As Kisara can't bear to see Shuu get himself lost in the end, she decides to give all the memories back to Shuu and break the demon contract with him. In the process, Kisara even transfers her own memories to Shuu. When they finish transferring, Shuu angrily questions Kisara about what she did. However, with all her memories lost, Kisara questions back to Shuu, "Who are you?" Meanwhile, Canna, who has great fighting power, has awakened and everyone learns the truth about what happened that year. Akino sighs that she can't imagine such a lovely girl. Canna turns to be the powerful demon. Now they have to try their best to stop Canna from destroying the city. They evacuate all the residents within 5 kilometers and are ready to fight. At the same time, since Shuu gets all his memories back, he knows all the sacrifices Kisara made for him, as well as the fact that his sister Canna is a hybrid of human and demon while his mother is a pure demon. He leaves a promise that it's his turn to protect Kisara this time and kisses Kisara on the forehead. He will not stand behind Kisara again. Instead, he wants to end this incident by himself. Shortly after the battle with Canna starts, strangely enough, Canna doesn't attack humans but being extremely hostile to Shu's ex-girlfriend, Ayano, to whom she launches a fierce attack. Seeing Ayano is about to be hit, Shuu arrives in time to save her. Ayano knows from Shuu that Kisara has returned all his memories to him and they broke the contract. The reason why Canna attacks Ayano is that she knows her brother's flirtations with women these years, as she read Shu's memories from Kisara. And in Canna's eyes, any women getting close to her brother are the bad who led her brother to degeneration. Simply said, Canna is jealous of them. No one teaches her to control her emotions and she lacks the ability to judge. After sharing his information with Ayano, Shuu starts to take actions. He flies into the air and confronts Canna head-on. Seeing her brother, Canna gets a hangdog look. Shuu reveals that in order to find his sister he resorted to the power of demons and was willing to give up everything he had. But he changes his mind now. He doesn't want to lose those who are important to him, so he decides to seal Canna again. After that, Shuu joins hands with Sharon and Ayano to fight Canna. Seeing her brother attacking her, Canna can't help crying and then determinedly attacks Shuu. At this moment, Kisara sees everything in a short distance. She knew that she might lose her memory by breaking the contract with Shuu, so she left a message on her hand to trust him and fight with him. Shuu is pleased and touched to see Kisara join the fight. He tells Kisara that he wants to capture his sister alive. By running her sword through Canna's chest, Kisara will be able to seal her without killing her. Shuu then launches a fierce attack on Canna. Being unable to control her power because of the injuries, Canna releases several demons flying toward the city. Exorcists from exorcism companies soon get mobilized and fight for their city. However, Kisara begins to vacillate. She has forgotten who she is due to the loss of memory, so she wonders if she is fighting for the just. At this moment, Shuu kisses her, which gives Kisara strength and courage. She transforms to the most powerful demon form. She joins forces with Shuu and defeats Canna in the end. At the same time, the exorcists also eliminate demons and the city finally returns to normal. Canna is sealed under the municipal government building to prevent her from releasing demons. Afterward, Kisara confesses her feelings for Shuu. Though she has forgotten everything, her love for Shuu seems to be retained and they soon fall in love again. As Shuu takes Kisara home to make out, he finds Canna in the house. It turns out that the equipment can't trap Canna, an S-rank demon. It is her 5th escape this month, but she has learned to communicate normally with humans. When Kisara and Canna are in a confrontation, Ayano also shows up at Shu's house. She intends to catch Canna back but ends up joining in the argument with Kisara and Canna over who owns Shuu. In the end, the argument turns to focus on questioning Shuu, whose side he is on. Facing his sister girlfriend and ex-girlfriend, Shuu is totally in a dilemma now. This brings the end of the anime. Thank you for staying all the way till the end. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. It takes only a second, but it means everything to us. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss new video, and I'll see you soon.